YouTube, what is going on? It's your boy 1-Star Weakfoot, and we're back for another player review. And today, we're going to review the player of the season from the Mexican League, and it's none other than this 87 rated Mena. And this card looks really nice. 93 pace, 90 shooting, and 88 passing. He's 5'6". He does have medium work rates. That's not my favorite work rates for a winger in the world, but he does have 4-star weak foot, 3-star skill moves. I played 5 games in the weekend league with him. I got 3 goals and I got 2 assists. It says 6 games over there because in one of my games, the opponent quit straight off kickoff. I don't know why, but he did, and it did register as a game. So it's going to say 6 games, but really, I only played 5 games with the card. Once again, we have to talk about the EA servers because they went down for almost the whole day yesterday. So I didn't even know this card came out until like 5 or 6 p.m. In US time, pretty much, US Eastern time. I didn't even know that this card came out. But even if it did come out, I couldn't even use it because the servers were down for about like 10, 14 hours, whatever the case was, and they didn't re-extend the weekend league. So here I am. I got to play 17 games today if I want to play all 30, and I think I'm going to do it. I think right now I've played 18 games. I'm currently 13-5, so I'm not doing too bad. Ever since the servers came back up, I haven't really experienced too much lag. So let's cross our fingers. Let's hope that the servers stay like this. And you already know what I'm about to say. If you aren't subscribed to this channel, hit the subscribe button down below. And if you haven't liked this video yet and you're enjoying the content, go ahead and hit the like button. So let's look at this card just a little bit closer. It looks like a very well-rounded card. All right, look at his shooting. The lowest stat is 87, which is his finishing stat, and even that's a pretty good stat. His pace, of course, is all there. His passing stats are really nice. I mean, he has 90 short passing, 87 or 86 long passing with 87 vision. His dribbling looks to be amazing. 99 on agility and the balanced stats. Even his defending, I mean, low-key, 55 defending is not bad to have on a winger if you're going to track up and down the pitch with your winger. And his physical stats, they're not going to be the best, but one thing stands out, it's that 99 stamina. He's going to last all game long. So, even if you want to start this card, you can really do it, and he's not going to really get tired. He's not going to need a sub. I imagine most of you guys are going to use him as a super sub, so I'm going to do this review on 7 chem. I didn't take the trouble of making him play on 10 chem because a lot of people are going to bring him off the bench anyway on 5 or 6 chem, whatever the case is. I slapped the Deadeye chem style on him because it really maxes out his finishing as high as it can go. It increases his passing a little bit, and I really think it's the best chem style choice for this card. So yeah, let's jump into the gameplay. I'll be right back. Alright, so according to Footbin, this card's going to cost you about 35k to complete the SBC. Is he worth that money? I would say yes. Whether you bring him in for super sub purposes, whether you bring him in to actually start, I think this card's well worth the 35k. Let's break down the stats. So, 93 pace is definitely what the doctor ordered. He's very fast. All you gotta do is send a through ball down the wings to him, and he's in behind. He's gonna beat any fullback on this team or on this game for pace. I would rate his pace a 9.5 out of 10. Yo, there's not much faster on this game that you're going to get. His shooting. I would say his shooting was actually a pleasant surprise. He does have 91 shot power, and it did help him with the low drivens. He does have a nice low driven. He does have a nice long shot on him, and all his shots were very powerful. Another thing that stood out with his shooting was his attack positioning. He was always getting in nice positions to let a shot off, to contribute to build-up play, and I don't feel like his medium work rates did hinder him in this regard whatsoever. Yeah, I would say his shooting was very reliable. It was surprising because you have a lot of these cards that are juiced up, but they, like they were initially silvers, they were initially golds, like low-rated golds, and when they juice the stats up, they don't feel that good. This card is juiced up, and it does feel that good. I would have to say his shooting is a 9 out of 10, actually. No major weaknesses with his shooting. His passing. I would say his passing is solid. No major issues there. He does have good short passing. He does have good long passing. I did test his long passing out on occasion. He's very good as a playmaker, actually, because he does have the nice tight dribbling. And once he beats a few defenders, he could set somebody else up with a nice pass. Another thing that stood out about his passing was his crossing. Oh my, his crossing is insane. He should have had much more or many more assists than he actually got, because I set a lot of people up with crosses into the box. I'm talking about far post crosses. I'm talking about even low driven crosses. Any kind of cross he's going to send into the box is going to be dangerous. It's going to be powerful. It's going to be accurate. And I can't stress enough how good his crossing was. Overall, I would say his passing has to be at 8.5 out of 10. I mean, how can you really fault any of his passing stats at all? His dribbling. I would say his dribbling is really nice. His 99 agility and 99 balance definitely does stand out. His turns are nice, quick. They're nice and tight. And he's really nice at turning defenders once you let go of the sprint button, especially since he's only 5'6", so he's very small. He's able to just wiggle into those tight spaces really effectively. And if you like those kind of players, then you're really going to enjoy his dribbling. The one thing I didn't like about his dribbling, though, is the fact that he only has 3-star skills. And I kind of hate that. I'm playing him on the wing, and he can't La Croqueta, he can't Berba spin, he can't do any 4-star skills which are useful from cutting in or just creating space on the wing, and I do have to say it's a con of his dribbling. His actual dribbling as far as ball control, reactions, all that stuff is pretty solid. I didn't find any issues there whatsoever. So I would say his dribbling is an 8.5 out of 10. I would give him a 9 normally, but the lack of 4-star skill moves does have to bring him down just a little bit. His physical. I would say his physical is another one of his best stats, and it's really just because of his stamina. I mean, I was using him, sprinting with him all game long in some games, and he wouldn't get tired. I imagine you don't need to sub for this card. You don't even need to try to sub this card unless he's not just playing well for you. But as far as stamina goes, he's going to last you all game. The other parts of his physical, though, are pretty poor. I mean, he's 5'6", he has 62 jumping, he's not winning headers. He also has 61 strength, 39 aggression, so he does get bullied at times. So you really need to use or make use of his 99 agility, 99 balance, and just wiggle your way around defenders, because if you get caught with a 50-50 challenge with a defender, he's going to get bullied, he's going to get knocked off the ball, and that's not how you want to use this card at all. Overall, what would I rate this card? I would have to give him an 8.75 out of 10. He's an amazing value for money if you can use him as a sub or if you could even start him. I mean, he does have a cheeky soft link to Valencia, so if you play a 4-4-2, you can get him on 8 chem, and if you put an icon there, you could get him on 10 chem. So there are options for starting him on 10 chem if you have the right players. But yeah, he is a good value for money. He's a very good card. He's pretty much a complete package as an attacker. The only thing he's missing are more physical and more skill moves. Other than that, he has no weakness whatsoever. Just to give you guys a better idea of how good he is in game, we're going to compare him to SBC Baluta to see who's the better card, who's the better super sub. So, who's faster? I would say it's a wash. I mean, Baluta does have slightly more pace than him in game. Will you notice a difference? Probably not. So I do have to say it's a tie. Shooting wise, I do have to say Mena does have a better finish than Baluta. One thing I don't like about that Baluta card is that his end product isn't 100% there. He does have a decent finish, but it's not a great finish. This Mena card can finish on both feet, and he does get into better positions than the Baluta card in my experience. So I do have to give Mena the edge there. Passing wise, once again, I think Mena has a slightly better pass than Baluta. It's not really much in it. But I do have to give Mena the edge there. Dribbling wise, I have to give Baluta the edge. Both of them have very nice agility and balance. What really tips the scale in Baluta's favor is his 4-star skill moves. So I do have to give him the dribbling category. Physical wise, it's a wash. I mean, they're both weak. They both have really high stamina. I would say it's a tie. So, overall, who's the better card? Who's the better super sub? In my opinion, if you can get past his lack of 4-star skill moves, then I would say Mena is a better card. He's pretty much like Baluta with a better end product, with slightly better passing. He's pretty much like another inform upgrade on that Baluta card, in my opinion. So yeah, that's going to be my player of the season Mena review. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Once more, can you please like and subscribe? I appreciate all you guys watching. And yeah, I'm going to hit you guys with another upload sometime soon. But until then, later.